Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me. This is GGF, bringing you episode 81. We're now into the 80s of Let's Play Dragon Age Origins Ultimate Edition. Hope you guys are doing well. I am suffering from mouth pain again, but I have actually not played in 2-3 days, maybe 2 days. So I'm anxious to get back to things. Definitely still want to continue playing. Last episode, we kind of ran around the place, I think, and found and also didn't find things we're looking for. But anyway, we're going to head back. And we're going to go get the sword of... Or we're going to go take the pieces of this sword back to the Topsider grave and see what happens. Once we do that, I'll be pretty comfortable leaving the deep roads, knowing that we did absolutely everything we possibly could. We captured, 99.5% of all loot. Oh, by the way, guys, that cache we were looking for, my good buddy Christian C couldn't seem to find any information on it. I don't know what I was thinking. I have to maybe go back in a previous video and look and see what I was even talking about, but I could have sworn there was a codex entry. He said he couldn't find anything related to codex entries unlocking a cache, but I could have sworn there was one in the dead trenches. Maybe it was the Anvil of the Void, or maybe it was, I don't know. It's pretty weird because I thought we unlocked it and I didn't find it yet, but I don't know. If you guys know, just feel free to post it in the comments. You guys often pay more attention than I can, even though I'm actually playing the game, which is pretty funny. All right, to get to this, in the caves east of Orton Tig, the Golem Registry, we have that. Protected to the Shaperit. The Dead Cast. Return to Orzammar. Return to Orda with the records. Return to Filda. We don't know what we're going to say to Filda yet. But here we're going to head back to the Orton Tig and go from there. Should be lots of fun. Pretty good feeling that most of the deep roads we've explored are cleared. And this is going to be the last piece to the puzzle. Was the stash maybe in Caridin's Cross or Orton's Tig? I don't know. But let's return to the grave.
So you know that I'm a Templar, right?
I believe what I heard was that you were not, in fact, a Templar. You were trained as one before you became a Grey Warden.
That's right, but I still have all the abilities of one, of course. It doesn't make you nervous.
Should it? I am no apostate. Perhaps you should be directing this question at Morrigan.
She claims not to be afraid of me, or anything, really. But you've had more experience with the Templars than her. I know how mages can sometimes...
The Templars serve a function, and a necessary one. If what has happened at the tower proves anything, it is that we mages can be dangerous, even to ourselves.
That's one way of looking at it.
And regardless, you seem like a decent enough young man. If you decide to slaughter me out of hand, I'm sure you would at least inform me first, no?
Oh, sure. Count on it.
Alright, here's the warrior's grave, I believe. Codex updated. Item received. Quest completed. There must always be another to take up arms against the darkness. That is the core of true family beyond kin, and the unifying link that will bring day to night and allow the fallen to rest. Restored inscription, Harrowmont family blade. And completed quest. The Topsider's sword has been reconstructed after returning the pieces to his remains. The Drifter's Cache. Alright. Alright, cool. Quest completed. Items received. Let's check out the Topsider's honor. Dragonbone longsword. Wow, requires 31 strength. And it's nifty. 20% spirit resist, 6 damage to undead in 3 slots. Beautiful, actually. Beautiful piece. We have a lot to sell, so that's going to pretty much do it for the deep roads. So where are we on this map? Actually, down there. Alright, so it is time, guys, to return to Orzammar and really clean up. We've cleaned up the mess in the deep roads. It's time to clean up Orzammar and get this king elected. Now, something interesting is coming up as well regarding some sort of hidden type of content, which we'll tackle when we get there. Might have to take a reload to figure it out, but we'll get there when we get there. So let's head this way. It's the quickest way out. And let's head back to Orzammar, guys. We have completed the deep roads, at least as far as... Oh, no, we haven't. There's still the matter of the relic. So wait a minute. Can I go to camp from here? I can. Sten, baby. Stenny. Stenny boy. Sten. Sten, can you put on the Helm of the Legion? The Gloves of the Legion? The Boots of the Legion? And the Armor of the Legion? Wow, and even borrow from Alistair the, where'd Alistair go? The Shield of the Legion. Inventory full. Wow, okay, we'll put on Galen's shield, I guess, but let's go back to Sten. He's using a Sala, but put on Shield of the Legion. Wow. Check him out. Dang, son, you saw that coming at you? Whoa, buddy. Alright, that's all I wanted to do. Change the party to Alistair, Ogren, and Sten. Yes. An absolute brute of a party. And head back. Wait, where did we head back to?
Yes.
Yes.
Go to Orzammar. Wait. No, I don't want to. No, I don't.
Your father made me swear.
So sorry, guys. I don't want to return there yet. There must be another button to click for deep roads. I apologize. I Alt F4'd it. I don't want to do that yet and get caught up in a ceremony and stuff. I want to make sure this relic doesn't disappear or anything like that. Alright, we're in the Orton Tide. Did I get the Topsiders? Yes. Okay, good. I saved right before leaving. Sorry, guys. Sorry. But this is what I want to do. We want to go to camp. We want to deck out Sten. We want to deck out Sten. Now head back out. With Alistair, Ogren, and Sten. And how do I get to the... How do I get back to the deep roads from here?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay. It was in the Dead Trenches. Oh, it's grayed out. What? I have to go back to the Frostback Mountains. No, son, no. Unbelievable. All right, I can't do it now. We're going to just go ahead with whatever's going on top side with this party. Unfortunately, it grayed out the tags for some reason. Can't say I understand it. But I guess when we went to camp, we went topside. So anyway, we're just going to do our quick save here, and we're going to head topside, and that's it. We'll come back for the relic. So, no worries. We're quick saved right here. Let's do it, guys. Let's see what remains for us in Orzammar.
Lords of the Assembly, I call for order. This argument gets us nowhere.
Then why these delaying tactics? I call for a vote right now. My father has one living child to assume the Idukan throne. Who would deny him that?
Your father made me swear on his deathbed you would not succeed him.
I apologize for the interruption, Lord Steward, but the Grey Warden has returned.
We should let the Warden speak. What news do you bring?
I bear a crown from Paragon Caridin for his chosen king.
Caridin was trapped in the body of a golem. This warden granted him the mercy he sought, releasing him and destroying the Anvil of the Void. Before he died, Caridin forged a crown for Orzammar's next king, chosen by the ancestors themselves.
And we are supposed to trust this? The word of a drunken sot and a Grey Warden known to be in Harrowmont's pocket?
Silence! This crown is of Paragon make, and bears House Ortan's ancient seal. Tell us, Warden, whom did Caridin choose?
He wished me to give it to whomever I chose.
The Grey Warden knows nothing about us. Why would a Paragon entrust someone like this with such a weighty decision? This is ridiculous!
We've argued in these chambers for too long. The will of the Paragon is that the Grey Warden decide.
I would grant the crown to Harrowmont.
I appreciate your forthrightness, Warden. You have acted with grace through this entire torturous process.
Wow.
Let the memories find you worthy. First amidst the lords of the houses, the king of Orzammar.
I will not abide by this!
The ancestors have spoken!
Harrowmont is your king. Stand behind him.
Would you let a surfacer decide the fate of the dwarves?
Watch out! They brought weapons!
Guards!
More...
Deshir. Alright, everybody on Prince Balin. I will go ahead and dirty trick him.
Enemies ahead.
Is Harrowmont okay? That's... Yeah, he's fine. Alright. Wow, it's a melee. Mark him for death.
Be wary.
Oh my gosh. Riposte.
Memory!
There we go. Deadly strike.
As you say.
Watch out, Wind. Harrowmont's fine. Everybody's good. Oh. We still have to kill the rest of the Deshirs.
I admit I did not think even Balin would defy the word of a paragon, nor that so many would follow him. But most of Orzammar has seen him for what he really is, and I trust we will bring this insurgency under control.
I have faith in you, King Harrowmont.
Indeed. More than anyone but my wife, Warden, and I thank you for it. Those loyal to the throne will begin preparations for a surface mission immediately. Orzammar will fulfill its treaties.
Oh.
Thank you, King Harrowmont. Perhaps your rule will mark a new era for Orzammar.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I must get to the palace and set our plans in motion.
Don't I get a statue or something in my honor? And I must return to my duties on the surface.
This is the staff I carried as King Endrin's second. Take it as a reminder of your place in Orzammar. I wish you luck against the Blight Warden. May we foster another 4 centuries of peace.
Your role in this election will long be remembered.
Nice. Codex updated. Greater Nature 7, an Expert Hail Rune, which we cannot carry. 15 physical resist, so we're going to drop... We can get rid of real quick. I guess a red steel dagger. We have to get rid of 3 things. A darkspawn ash longbow and a darkspawn shortbow. I'll pick up the Expert Hail Rune at least. The Greater Nature Salve. I do think it'll be worth something, so we'll grab it. Quick save. What do you say?
Your role in this election will long be remembered, Warden.
Deshirs?
Don't worry, Warden. We'll put down this rebellion.
I leveled up again.
Long live King Harrowmont.
King Endrin would roll over in his grave to see Balin today.
Indeed.
You will get what's coming to you.
The Assembly paid you great honor, Warden.
Indeed.
Dust lover!
Lord Harrowmont will die, Warden, and you will join him.
I'll send my men to King Harrowmont for your army.
Now here's the thing. There was something about the ceremony.
Dust lover!
To look around the ceremony, but there wasn't really a choice to look around before the ceremony completed. I don't understand. That goes to the Diamond Quarter. So for this secret type of content or whatever it was, I was supposed to look around, not go through with the ceremony.
Get out of here, Warden. You have no place here.
I may have done it wrong. Let me go ask and see what's going on here. 1 second, guys. BRB. Okay, guys, we're back. So apparently, we actually missed the secret. There was an optional super boss in the palace that drops a unique greatsword, and you can only tackle that before the ceremony. Once you get to the ceremony, that optional content is gone forever. So we missed out on it. The wiki was not very clear, so blame that. Yeah, so we can't do it now, but
as you
would have been nice, of course.
Throne restored and legends put to rest. Incredible.
Cardall.
If I'd heard it secondhand, I'd have called it a sodding lie. Warden, we've got a king because of you. The rest impressive, but the Legion is grateful most for restored leadership. It frees us to fight to the Darkspawn properly.
Can I count on you to fight the Blight at my side?
Nay, our place is down here. When you break the Blight, and you've got the skill, we'll make sure they have nowhere to retreat. You'll have us indirectly. That's more than any surfacer can say.
Persuade. We need you topside. Show the world your skill.
You alone have the skill to back up your words. Each of the Legion owes our homeland a death, but if our lives are better shed on the surface, so be it. Back to Orzammar when we win, though. I'll not stay topside to lose my stone sense.
Cool. Alright, Noble, can you believe that?
We are glad to have you here, Warden.
The Prince values your support, Warden.
Balin fanatics. Looks like we're fighting our way out of here, but let's come this way first, because the Shaper-it is right here. I have Master in Coercion, so is there anything to do with you?
At least someone is willing to stand up for tradition. Thank you again.
There's Orda. Let's talk to Orda.
I started to worry. I didn't know if you were ever coming back. Did you find any records? Any sign of the old Orton Tig?
Oh. I have the records right here.
You found them? Let me see. That's my great-grandmother's name. And her husband! Oh, great ancestors, it's them! It's me! I am an Orton. Oh, thank you. I have to take these to the assembly right away. Find me there. Once these are acknowledged, I'll give you any reward.
Nice. Very cool. She's an Orton. Then we have the Shaper. Let's quick save and talk to the Shaper.
Impressive work, Warden. King Harrowmont's impending coronation has been entered into the memories. Is there something more I can help you with?
I have some tracings you might be interested in.
What's this? A list of names. Most of these clans no longer even exist. Is this authentic?
You bet your hairy arse it is. Taken from a tablet in Caridin's fortress, no less.
Then is it true? The rumors of Caridin's so-called volunteers? Extraordinary! I would love to make a copy of this. The Shaper-it has never had much information on Caridin and his golems, much less proof of this magnitude. Warden, I hope this artifact from our archives will suffice as a reward. I must inform the Shaper-it at once.
Okay, we got quest completed, and we got an artifact. It's not a greater nature salve. It is a not Harrowmont staff either. Although we'll look at that stuff later. It is a Master Hail rune, I believe. Yep, it looks to be a Master Hail rune. Very nice. Then we have memories.
Are you looking for records of the Grey Wardens? We have many.
Let's quick save and go to the memories. Quest completed. Codex updated. The Dead Cast insignia has been entered into the memories. The Legion of the Dead may eventually be considered a caste or house of its own. Now, what do you say about that?
Impressive work, Warden. Is there something more I can help you with?
Let's talk about Orzammar.
Ask, and I shall do my best to answer.
Did you tell me this stuff? How did the caste system come to be? Yeah, I have no more questions.
Your presence has been recorded in the memories. I wish you well.
Yeah, we've talked about that. Let me come back here. There's nothing else. Wall of memories.
It has begun.
50 XP on Shapers. Oh, we didn't find that? Huh. Ogren leveled up. Okay, so quite a bit of the codex has been updated. Meet order in the assembly. Return to Filda. Let's check the codex. Characters. We've got an update on Balin Adukin. His efforts were for nothing, though. The assembly named Pyral Harrowmont king of Orzammar, and the coup he tried to stage in revenge was cut down almost before it began. Then we have information on Lord Pyral Harrowmont. His promise to King Endrin to keep Balin off the throne was upheld by the intervention of one Paragon and the Grey Warden Matthew. Harrowmont was named king by the assembly, ending the internal strife in Orzammar. That's it for characters. Then we have quest related. 308. The Dead Cast. By virtue of honored ancestry and great personal sacrifice, on part of its last descendant, the joining of House Ferald and the Legion of the Dead is recognized as worthy of investigation by the memories. If the lineage proves intact and sufficient, relations of the Legion of the Dead may be acknowledged as minor nobility, albeit with restrictions. This minor house will now undergo the generational process of admittance to the memories. May honor come to its descendants, as recorded by the memories. And then the Shaper's life. On Shapers. You have walked the path of the Shaper and documented the stone. The blessing of the Shaper, it is yours to wield in the carving of a new path. One for tomorrow's Shaper to follow. I don't know what that means at all. The quest was complete, though. The Dead Cast, the Golden Registry of Noble Birth. You failed to give your son a chance at a decent life, one that he deserves? What? What? I could have had a son? An unlikely scholar? Huh. What did I... Again, I'm confused. I get a blessing? Power of blood. What in the world? Assassin, rogue, human noble, human. Heroic accomplishments. 25% complete only? Oh my gosh. I'm confused, guys. I'm very confused. Let me quick save and go see what this means. Be right back. Alright guys, we're back. I just went through about a half hour of modding craziness, but I have enabled the console, I've downloaded the add item mod, and I've added the item we were supposed to get, which is Shaperit's Blessing Mace. There was a bug that doesn't give us that, so we got the Shaperit's Blessing Mace. That was for doing all of the path of the Shaperit throughout the deep roads and everything. So that's cool. I didn't find out yet about the Noble Son thing. I have no idea about that. I didn't know I had a son. I don't understand that, but it seems to be a failed quest. And then we still have A Mother's Hope and Lost to the Memories. So we're going to look after all this loot and level up and stuff in the future, but let's head back. Do I talk to the Shaper anymore?
Impressive work, War. Is there something more I can help you with?
No. Okay, so let's go meet Orta in the assembly. Yeah, it was pretty wild, everything I had to do. Like, it is not easy as I would expect it to be. Like modern days to get into the console, which is sort of like the cheat menu to add things. There's other items that don't appear over time that we're probably going to have to use that for, that menu. Okay, we're attacking, we're fighting, I should say.
Attack for Balin.
Balin fanatics. Cool. Let's go ahead and mark you for death.
Give them the advantage.
And riposte you. Below the belt. Deadly strike. Ooh.
I shall do it.
Boom. So we can't actually carry anymore. Oh, we're going to be leaving this stuff behind. That's not good. Take all. Okay, we can take the lyrium potion. We'll come back for this stuff, though. Hopefully it doesn't disappear. There's 17 silver.
It shall be done.
There's 13 silver. There's a lesser injury kit we could take. So we're leaving out one malachite. We will grab that, though. Let's... If it doesn't disappear, let's head to the assembly here, which is this, right? To meet Orta. There she is.
My name's Orta. After the old Orton house, they gave our seat back. And the records show which houses still owe House Orton money.
Wow.
One day, I will be able to properly thank you for all you've done for me.
Any money you could spare would help.
And I don't know what treasure is left, but whatever I get, you can have as much as you want. I'll have to find someone willing to look. Maybe a whole expedition. If the Tig is still there, it must have something. House Orton will not forget this kindness. Didn't that sound official?
Alright, quest completed, 5 gold received, nice. Little cleansing aura. And again, we can't get in here now. Alright, so now from here, we have to talk to Filda.
Harrowmont's a little old to be king, isn't he?
Oh, I wouldn't say that.
Long live King Harrowmont.
Indeed.
We are honored to have you here.
Thank you.
Greetings.
Narav, what was Narav's deal?
It's about time the Assembly saw sense and put Harrowmont on the throne.
Indeed.
I will not allow the warriors that serve my house leave to defend the surface.
Lady
Why
Dace.
Our strong dwarven men die for these humans. And that wife of Harrowmont's? She doesn't deserve to be queen. I've even seen her wearing the same dress twice. Shameless.
Wow, okay.
News of the hour. Harrowmont is king. What more need be said?
Harrowmont's estate. What was this one back here? Can we go in there? No. Adal Helmi?
At last we have a king again. I trust that King Harrowmont will do what is best for Orzammar.
Indeed. And Loylanar?
Well, I see what sort of company you've taken up.
Huh, where was Filda? Down here, I guess. All right, on the other side. Let's talk to Garen here.
Have you? I'm only asking because you never know who's right.
All right, I want to just quickly sell these bows to make a space for a Malachite. Yeah, we've got a lot of stuff to look at, guys. A lot of stuff to look at. A lot of stuff to maneuver in the next episode, and we have to go back and get that,
I trust Vala, my nug-wrangling friend.
we have to go back and grab that, Legion relic with Sten, who can actually put on the gear. But right now, what did I want to do? Return to Filda or hook up with Stead? Let's hook up with Stead.
Oh, blast it. Thunder Humper.
Yes.
Horse feathers.
Yes.
Let's get Stead in here and let's head back down to the deeps and take care of this relic. Hopefully I can go back down.
The Assembly paid you great honor, Warden.
Seems I can. Back down to the deep roads. Sten leveled up. Let's get Sten decked out in the gear again. Alistair, put on Kalen's shield for now. You can see the difference here. This is major armor. Dragon bone versus red steel. So it's just pure raw armor. Gloves of the Legion, +4 attack. Wow. That's going to serve him way better. That's pretty massive attack. Boots of the Legion is just, wow, a whole 1 point of armor. Although the Kalen's Greaves are really nice. But we have to get that set going with somebody. Kalen's set and the Blood Dragon set again. If we're to leave him in this, 21.88 armor. He loses 6 defense and 30 health, but gains 3 willpower. And then we can put on the shields for now, which gives him 10 mental resist. And then he's going to have whatever sword, but he's not a user of one-handed sword, so that's a little tricky. Where was that? The Dead Trenches. So we could level up Alistair to be strong enough to wield this, but that's going to take a while. So Sten's going to have the whole set except the sword and the shield, which could go to maybe Alistair. Even, I don't know. Would have to be pretty much Alistair. Let's head back down here for the last time, guys. To get this relic. And, yeah. Very cool, though, right? I had to spawn that item. It was crazy. I had to tell you guys my steps. I had to download the add item mod, which there was just a link to it in the wiki page. I had to get the add item code for the console. I had to enable the console, which was a tricky process. Editing some lines in a notepad text, like, it was very weird. And then blindly you have to type it in because it doesn't show unless you download another mod. It won't show your console inputs. So you blindly type the add item, whatever it was, and then the item code, and then the number 1. You want one of them, and it spawned the Shaper its blessing. So it wasn't too hard, just a little time consuming, a little tricky, because it involved a few different steps with pretty intricate details, not exactly just quick plug and play. So, I did miss that super boss, as we noted. And, because you needed access to the palace before Harrowmont was before the ceremony for Harrowmont being king, so you had to go there before you were finished with the deep roads, before you did the Anvil of the Void, essentially. So that wasn't good. He drops a unique greatsword, which could have definitely helped us. Apparently it's a really good one. It's okay though. Alright, we should be just about there. Next episode we'll do the inventory management, get everybody decked out. Probably level up everybody. Head back to camp and level up everybody. gonna be interesting. Who will wear the Blood Dragon plate? Who will wear Kalen's set? Who will wear this Legion set? Pretty much the only person who can is Sten. But I think we come through here. I hope I'm going the right direction. I'm just going forward. Sorry if I sound stuffy, guys. You know the drill. Wait, this is not the way, is it? Doesn't this go to the Broodmother? Wow, this is quite a hike. Okay, now we're on the 3rd level. Okay. Come down here. Is it in here? Wait, where was this place? Oh my gosh, where the heck was this place? No, we went too far. Alright, we got the key. And the door was over here. Right? Yeah, right here. No, that's not it. Oh, over here, hidden. Tucked away. The Darkspawn were afraid of this sacred place. Head on in. The relic is still there. Beautiful. Stand if you'll do the honors. Oh, there is a fight. Oh, with the Gongyu Shade. Okay. Oh, I pressed X by accident. Oops. Do not. Did I press X again? Yeah, I keep Oh, it's making the tilde enter console mode. Oops.
I am ready.
I gotta fix that. I gotta turn the console off essentially now. We don't have a healer, but everybody's like a tough hombre.
Quickly, we must fight!
Sten's fighting with his fists. I forgot to equip him. Alright, the Gongyu Shade. Oh, we have one slot. What? Chainmail? Did we get the just Silverite chainmail and a potent lyrium potion? What was the relic? Did we pick up some sort of relic? Guys, what was the relic? Wasn't it a sword? What in the world? Did that not spawn either? Let me look into this, guys, because this is crazy too. Be right back. Alright, guys, I had to spawn yet another item. This time, it is the Dead Metal Bucket Helmet. That's what he's supposed to have. 25 mental resist, Silverite. I don't know if that's the tier it's supposed to be, but it's a medium helmet, so only 30 strength, but there you go. So that is the item. It's not a sword or anything, it's a helmet. Interesting, man. At least I'm learning how to spawn these items. I don't know what else we missed out on, to be honest. There is, you know, potentially other stuff along the way. I did add a mod that adds back 7 or 8 different items, fixes them. And that will maybe come into play. It was supposed to fix the helmet here, but you can't have visited the area already. You have to visit it for the first time and then it would work. So I just added those items in case there's any left that we didn't visit the area for yet. It'll fix them in advance. But I had to actually generate this helmet again, and I'm going to turn that console off so I can use the tilde key. Or something. For some reason it uses tilde, even though I have tilde set to select all party members. Let's get out of here, man. This is crazy. All this stuff we're spawning, but it's okay. Should be okay. Shouldn't break the game or anything. And now we officially have everything from, well, everything that we found, at least, from the deep roads. Never to be seen again, probably. I have to wrap it up here, guys. I hope you enjoyed this pretty enlightening episode. Next time we have a lot to do. We have a lot of inventory management, buying and selling maybe. We have 44 gold. We might return to Ruck in the deep road, so we might not be done, and we might get that Templar armor. Lots to see and do, guys. So I hope you'll join me for that. For now, we're going to take a break. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you guys next time. Come on back. Lots more to do. See you guys then. Much love, peace, and joy, and be well. And I'll see you guys then. Peace.